Welcome to Macmo Academy. In this video we will learn about exterior angle of a triangle and the properties of exterior angle of a triangle. So for this we must have to understand what are exterior angles and what are interior angles. For example, if we are having a triangle A, B and C, so in this triangle these three are interior angles: angle A, angle B and angle C, and their sum is equal to 180 degree. But if we extend, for example, if we are extending this line, and if we extend this line, and if we extend this line, so they will form exterior angle. Means these angle are the exterior angle of this triangle. So let's name these exterior angle as P, Q and R. So we have extended all the sides of a triangle. So these are the exterior angle. Means what does it mean? This is the exterior angle of triangle, and there is one property of exterior angle. An exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its opposite, the sum of its two opposite interior angle, the sum of its two opposite interior angles. According to this statement, this is the property, this is the explanation of the property. According to this, this is the exterior angle. So angle P is equal to sum of its two opposite interior angle. This interior is adjacent interior to angle P because this is on the same line, so they are called adjacent interior. But these two interior are the opposite interior with respect to C. It means that if we add angle A plus angle C, so the size of both the angles, the summation of both the interior angles is equal to exterior angle, opposite exterior angle. Similarly, if we want to find out the size of angle Q, so this is adjacent interior, but exterior angle is equal to sum of its opposite interior angle. So angle A plus angle B. Now in the same way, angle R is equal to sum of its two opposite interior angle. So this is the property of exterior angle, that exterior angle is equal to sum of its opposite interior angles. Now we will use this property to find out the value of unknown angle in a problem. So for that we have to see another question. Now let's look at this problem. There are two problems in front of us. So let's start with this one. So there is one unknown angle. Unknown angle is represented by a small alphabet, a small letter, a smaller case. So this angle is unknown, and these two opposite interior angle are given, but adjacent interior angle is not given, and there is no need of it as well. Find the value of unknown angle in each of the following figures. So unknown angle is represented by A. So according to this statement, an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its two opposite interior angle. So exterior angle is equal to, this one is opposite interior angle, is equal to sum of its, sum means plus of its two opposite interior angles. Now if we want to find out the size of A, which is equal to sum of its two opposite interior angle, now let's add both of them, so we will get the answer. 55 plus 47, this will gives us 102. So the size of angle A, which is on the exterior side, is equal to 102. This is the very shortcut way to find out the size of exterior angle. Now let's come towards this problem. In this, exterior angle is given, but two opposite interior angle are also given, but in terms of E. E means unknown angle. It means that this E is unknown in this one. So again we will apply the same property. Exterior angle is equal to sum of its two opposite, sum means plus, of its two opposite interior angle. So these are the two opposite interior angle, whether they are unknown or known. So we have to just apply the property. Now 2e plus 3e would be equal to 5e. Now because both the values, both the angles having the same variable, so we can add them. Now if we want to find out the size of E, we need to isolate E. So 5 will go over there and will divide 110. Now if we will divide 110 by 5, so we will get the size of angle E, which is equal to 22. So this is how we can find out, or how we can apply the exterior angle property to find out the value of unknown angle in a triangle. Now let's look at this problem. So in this problem, ABC is one triangle, ACD is another triangle, and if we will look at it on a broader term, so BCD is a big triangle. And as we know that the sum of all the angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So we know that property, sum of interior angle of a triangle is equal to 180, and we know the exterior angle of a triangle as well, that exterior angle is equal to sum of its two opposite interior angle. Now we will see that which property is applying over here and how to find out the value of unknown angle, which are B and C angles. So there is a square means 90 degree, and square means 90 degree over here. So if we will see that in a smaller triangle, so consider triangle ABC. So while considering triangle ABC, C plus 90 plus 35, C plus 90 plus 35 is equal to 180 degrees, because the sum of three interior angle is equal to 180 degree angle sum of triangle. We are giving the reason that according to which property we are saying this statement, according to this statement. So now let's add both of them. This will gives us 125 is equal to 180. Then 125 will get subtracted from 180 when we'll shift it on the other side. So C is equal to, when we will subtract it, we will get 55. So this is the answer of, or the size of angle C. So 55 plus 35 is 90, and 90 plus 90 is 180. This is how we can find out. Now let's consider triangle ACD. Now when we will consider this triangle, so in the same way, B plus 90 plus 50 is equal to 180 degree. Again we will give the same reason, angle sum of triangle. So let's add both of them. This will gives us 140. B plus 140 is equal to 180. Then in the later step, next step, this 40 will get subtracted from 180. So this will gives us 40 degrees. So the size of B is 40 and the size of C is 55. So this is how we can apply all those properties which we have discussed in the previous videos and in the same video to find out the value of unknown angles in a triangle. Okay, now let's look at this problem again. Find the value of unknown in each of the following figure, given that ABC and BED are straight line. So consider ABC and BED are two straight lines. This is the information which is given in the question, and here is the figure through which we need to find out the value of unknown. So how many unknown are there? Angle A and angle B. These two are the unknown angles in a triangle in this figure. So in this figure we can see that there are two triangles, BCE and FGE or FEG. So by using all those properties which we know very well, so we need to find out the value of unknown by using those properties. So there we go. If we will look at this figure and hide the rest of the figure, this one. So if I hide this figure, now what you can see, I'm hiding this figure. Now what you guys can see, this is one triangle and this is the exterior angle. So 115 is equal to exterior angle. This is the exterior angle with respect to this triangle. So exterior angle is equal to sum of its two opposite interior angle. A plus, this one is 90 degree. A plus 90. So if we want to find out, we will write down the reason: exterior angle of a triangle. Now if you want to find out A, keep A over here, just remove this 90 from here, so it will go over there and will get subtracted from 115. So this will gives us the size of angle A, which is equal to 25 degrees. So this is how we can find out the size of A, which was very simple and very easy. Now we need to find out size of B. Now let's look at the figure very attentively. This B is not the exterior angle with respect to this triangle. Why? Because if I extend this side, so this complete would be the exterior angle with respect to this. Or if I extend this side, so this would be complete the exterior angle. But the question is not given in this way, and this line is not dividing this, is not representing that this angle B is the exterior angle of this triangle. So if this is not the exterior angle, so we cannot find out the size of B in this way. B is equal to 90 plus 30. No, because this is not an exterior angle. So what is the other way to find out the size of angle B? We know the size of angle A, and it's a line, a straight line. So all the angles on this line, the sum of all the angle on this line would be equal to 180 degree. We know the size of this angle, which is equal to 25. If we know the size of this gap, FEG, if we know the size of angle FEG, it means that I am talking about this much part. So if we add both of these two values and subtract it from 180, so we will get the size of angle B by the property of angles on a straight line. So we are finding out first of all angle FEG, means FEG means I am talking about this angle which I have marked with the blue one. So FEG plus 90 plus 32 is equal to 180 degrees. Angle sum of a triangle. Angle sum of a triangle. So this would gives us 122 when we add them. So 180 minus 122. So this would gives us 58 degrees. So now we know the size of FEG angle as well. Means this angle is equal to 58. Now how can we find out the size of angle B? Now if we will see that these three angles are on a straight line, means B plus 58 plus angle A, which is 25 degree, is equal to 180 degree angles on a straight line. So we are using that property, angles on a straight line, the sum of all the angles is equal to 180 degree. So now let's add them. So 58 plus 25 would gives us 83. So now subtract 83 from 180. So this would gives us 97 degrees. So B is equal to 97 degrees. So the size of angle B is equal to 97. If we add 25, 58 and 97, what would this would gives us? 7 plus 8 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18, 180 degree. you can see that the sum of all the angle is equal to 180 degree. This is how we can find out the size of unknown angle in a figure by using all those properties which we have already studied. Now guys, let's look at this problem. Find the value of unknown in each of the following figure, and given that ABC, ADF and BED are straight line. ABC, ADF and BDE are three straight lines in this problem. We need to find out the value of unknown angle. Unknown angles are A and B. Here we go for A and there is angle B. We need to find out the size of these angles. So if we talk about this angle, angle B, so this angle B is the exterior angle of this triangle. So exterior angle is equal to sum of these two opposite interior angle, but this angle is not given. But if we will see this, that these two are the straight line. So if these two are the straight lines, so these are the opposite, vertically opposite angles. Because when two straight line intersect with each other, the angle formed on the opposite sides are equal. So there is a way to write down this angle ADB is equal to angle FDE. Angle FDE. As we have discussed that the angle which we are talking about should be in the middle. These both angles are equal to each other and the size is equal to 82 degree according to vertically opposite angles. We need to mention the reason as well. So that why we are saying that this angle is 82, we have to give the appropriate reasons. Now we can say that angle B is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angle. Now we are applying this property, exterior angle of triangle ADB. Because there are two triangles, that's why we are mentioning that which triangle we are talking about. So now let's add both of these two angles. 5 plus 2 is 7, 8 plus 4 is 12. So the size of angle B is equal to 127 degrees. Now we need to find out the size of angle A. Angle A, 40 and 82 all are the interior angle of a triangle. So we can apply this property, A plus 82 plus 40 degrees is equal to 180 degree angle sum of a triangle. Now add both of these two. So this would gives us 122 degree is equal to 180 degree. Then we will subtract it. It will go over there and this will gives us 180 minus 122 degrees. So A is equal to 58 degrees. So this is how we can find out the size of unknown angle in a figure. Now guys, let's look at this problem. Again the question, ABC, ADF and BED, ABC, ADF and BDE are straight lines, and we need to find out the size of unknown angle. Unknown angle is only angle C, which is exterior angle to this triangle ADB. So if this is the exterior angle, so these two are the opposite interior angle. So the sum of these two angle would be equal to angle C. So let's see that how to find out angle C. It means that we need this angle, and to need this angle we need this angle because these two angles are vertically opposite angle. So it means that we cannot directly find out the size of angle C. For that we need these two angles, and for these two angles first of all we will find out the size of this angle. And first of all we need to see that what is the name of this angle. We would call this angle as FDE. As I have already told you that whatever the angle we are talking about angle D, which is in the middle. So we are starting with angle FED. It means that we are specifically talking about this angle. So FDE is plus 57 plus 44 is equal to what? Is equal to 180 degree angle sum of a triangle. Angle sum of a triangle. Now let's add both of them. 4 plus 7 is 11. 5 plus 5 is 10. So angle FDE plus 101 is equal to 180 degrees. Means angle FDE is equal to 180 minus 101 minus 101. So this would gives us 79 degrees. It means that angle FDE is equal to 79 degrees. Now if this angle is of 79 degrees, so this angle would also be equal to 79 degrees, but we need to mention with the reason. Angle FDE is equal to angle BDA. Angle BDA, and they both are equal to 79 degree according to vertically opposite angles. Now if these two angles are equal, now we can say that angle C is equal to sum of two opposite interior angle, exterior angle of triangle ABD. So C is equal to, add both of them, 9 plus 1 is 10, 8 plus 5 is 13. So C is equal to 130 degrees. This is how we can find out the size of unknown angle in a triangle. So I hope you have enjoyed our video and liked our content. So please do not forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, and do share it in your friends and family. Thank you for your support.